Mike Tyson has tended to English advertiser Eddie Hearn's analysis of his looming session with Jake Paul. Hearn, in the meantime, hasn't kept down in communicating his dissatisfaction with regards to the matchup. Hearn plans to go to the occasion to help Katie Taylor's exceptionally expected rematch with Amanda Serrano on the undercard anyway. He has clarified that he will leave the field before Tyson and Paul go head-to-head, depicting their battle as perilous, flippant, and rude to boxing previous heavyweight champion. Tyson was requested his considerations on Hearn's remarks and answered, "Well, that is Eddie's viewpoint. And that is all I can say." Turner isn't the only one to stress over Tyson's security in the lead-up to the battle, which will be streamed live on Netflix one month from now. Tyson's statement that he would like to bite the dust in the ring instead of in the emergency clinic has additionally frightened fans. In a special video on Netflix, Tyson said, "I sit idle on the off chance that I don't risk being humiliated like now I need to battle this youthful mother. This is huge for me. Assuming I win, I will be undying if I do it terrible. I would rather not kick the bucket in an emergency clinic bet. I need to bite the dust in the ring." The fly battle among Tyson Paul was at first arranged, yet it was deferred after Tyson encountered a clinical issue while flying a ulcer discharge up required clinical therapy, and the squabble with Paul was delayed. In the meantime, Katie Taylor's rematch with Amanda Serrano on the undercard of Mike Tyson's battle with Jake Paul is currently set at a catch weight of 138 pounds. Their underlying confrontation in 2022 had fans as eager and anxious as ever as Taylor eked out a triumph by split choice, while some in the boxing scene gave a false representation of Serrano had sufficiently shown to get the success. The two contenders are presently set to dole out the retribution. Unequivocally, Taylor enters the ring, new off her victorious vengeance over Chantel Cameron, hardening her heritage as an undisputed best on the planet across two weight classes. In the meantime, the genuine article Sano caused a buzz back in July, conveying a show-stopping knockout against Stevie Morgan with a very lightweight titles on the line. 1 month from now, the Warriors were initially scheduled to conflict at the division's 140 pounds limit. Anyway, Taylor has now affirmed the battle will be challenged at 138 pounds, rather addressing the Irish Mirror. Taylor said, "I believe we're presumably a similar size. To be straightforward, the battle has truly been made at 138. It's a catch weight, yet I suppose in the event that you take a gander at myself and Serrano were a similar size, I could make 126 pounds too, in the event that I attempted," she added. "I don't believe she's looked excessively well at that load for the last couple of battles. She looks depleted for making that weight, so I couldn't say whether it's any benefit or not yet. I unquestionably feel better at this weight. I feel solid at this load at 38. Taylor has as of late confronted reports about backing away from the ring anyway. The Winnie fighter is unfaltering, immovably expressing she has no designs to resign at any point in the near future. Visiting with Off the Ball, Taylor shared, "Definitely, I feel that piece of my life doesn't stage me. Once I surrender the gloves and surrender the game, I will be extremely fulfilled that I've given it all that I could over these most recent couple of years. I've given my life to the game, truly, both as an ace and as a novice. From whenever I first bound up a couple of gloves at 9 or 10, I've cherished each and every snapshot of and I've found out such a huge amount about myself in the ups and downs of sports," Taylor added. "Yet those minutes have driven me to this second too. So I'm really eager to witness what's going to on November 15th yet, when now is the right time to move back from the game. I believe I will partake in that piece of my life too." The 27-year-old previous YouTube sensation Paul enters the ring overflowing with certainty. Accepting the age contrast slants the chances in support of himself. Still, Tyson isn't one to withdraw. Energized by the energetic reaction to his new preparation recordings and matching his rival's grandiosity punch for punch, in a new TalkSport interview, Tyson dug into his psychological and actual arrangements for his impending conflict with Paul at the famous at&T Arena home turf of the Dallas Cowpokes. Tyson has promised to catch and butcher Paul, whose great 10-1 ace boxing record has started critical consideration across the game. Tyson said, "When you're in a major battle, you need to become silly and accept you're someone that you're truly not." Paul is in a tough situation anyway. While examining his technique, by and large, Tyson revealed that his issue with the issue kid stretches out past this specific battle. Tyson said, "I don't fear for him since he ventured into the ring. Assuming that my mom ventures into the ring, she definitely dislikes me. Don't go in the ring on the off chance that you don't need that issue, unfortunately." Tyson's mom won't ever observe his revisitation of the ring for a match against Paul May. Tyson died in 1982 when Mike was only 16 and caught in lawful difficulties. She botched the valuable chance to see her child develop into an impressive power in boxing. During the last part of the 1980s, a period featured by his ascent to turn into the WBC heavyweight champion in 1986 in only 14 days, not set in stone to recover the famous soul of the 1980s as he plans to step once more into the ring by drawing on the recollections of his late mother. He desires to acquire a mental edge over the considerable Paul, who has been forewarned that even the 14 gloves won't dull the effect of Tyson's savage punches. Mike Tyson has expressed that his choice to battle YouTuber turned fighter Jake Paul is persuaded by his distinction. Almost 20 years have passed since the previous undisputed heavyweight champion last entered the ring. That portentous night in 2005 finished with a misfortune to Kevin McBride, after which Iron Mike reported his retirement. His profound post-battle interview has of late reappeared web-based, igniting recharged interest as he plans for his forthcoming conflict with the issue. Kid Tyson's rebound to the ring quite a while back for a presentation session against boxing symbol Roy Jones Jr. reignited interest in his boxing vocation anyway as he gets ready for the forthcoming battle with Paul, who is 31 years. His lesser worries about Tyson's well-being have been developing. These misgivings escalated when the 58-year-old needed to haul out of the underlying matchup because of confusions from an ulcer discharge up. In spite of his physician's instructions to quit preparing, he has gotten back to the rec center and is good to go. Paul and Tyson are scheduled to conflict on November 15th at the A&T Field in Arlington, Texas, known as the Issue. Kid Paul comes into this match enjoying some real success after his knockout win against Mike Perry in July, holding a noteworthy record of 10 successes and only one misfortune. Paul's only loss in boxing came because of Tommy Fierceness last year. This exceptionally expected standoff will be streamed live on Netflix, drawing in huge number of watchers overall, with north of 880,000 fans expected to go to the conflict. Between these two contenders vows to be an extraordinary exhibition. Tyson's commitment to these ticket deals is a vital justification for his session with the 27-year-old. In a new talk with Toport, when interrogated regarding his choice to battle, presently, Iron Mike answered 58, "I will battle in the greatest field ever, and it will be sold out. And who else can do that?" When gotten some information about the meaning of selling out such an enormous arena in the States, he said, "It causes me to feel like I need to perform. They're giving me all that motivation and telling me that, kid, you must perform this evening. Now is the ideal time to act." In similar discussion, the 58-year-old tended to worries about his well-being. Given the unavoidable battle, he guaranteed everything is figured out. "I had an ulcer issue. I was eating awful food." When inquired as to whether he'll be prepared for November 15th, Iron Mike essentially answered, "Say, thanks to God." His comments followed a conversation with Mama Online where Tyson admitted his eating regimen was liable for his past medical issues. "I was doing a lot of terrible food and stuff, and I became ill," he conceded. He has consequently pronounced that to plan for his match against the youthful American, he is eating clean and keeping away from handled food varieties on the Pound 4B digital broadcast. Tyson referenced that he weighed 230 pounds and commonly arrived at that load during battle week. He made sense of that his body had changed to some degree with added mass because of his exercises. He noticed that as he worked out, he would put on weight, put on fat, and afterward convert that fat into muscle, bringing about a heavier build. Remaining at 5'10", and Mike Tyson is to a great extent thought to be a more limited heavyweight in contrast with the men he's battled and in the overall heavyweight boxing scene. While Henry Cejudo brought up this, Iron Mike added that he was generally little referencing that his battle weight as a heavyweight champion.